I'm afraid the election's going to be rigged, I have to be honest.
Take a moment and really consider what Donald Trump is saying there. And he said it again since. This appears to be a first in modern presidential politics, a major party candidate claiming that the general election is rigged. If you believe that the general election is rigged, really rigged, secretly set up to hand the presidency to Hillary Clinton, even if Trump earns more electoral votes, if you believe that, there is nothing I can say as a card-carrying member of the mainstream media to convince you otherwise. Perhaps, though, you'll be convinced by the conservative Republicans who have run Colorado's elections for the last 5 years.
I agree with a lot of what Wayne said.
He is Colorado Secretary of State Wayne Williams. He is former Colorado Secretary of State Scott Gessler. Pardon the polo. We interrupted Mr. Williams at a conference. They are Republicans. They are supporting the GOP nominee, Donald Trump. They are zealous about preventing voter fraud. Some Democrats would say overzealous. But they agree. The election isn't rigged. Individual cases of voter fraud are one thing, they say. A wholesale rigging of an American election, that would be another.
At this stage, rather than worrying about the very small chance, you're much better off concentrating on talking to your neighbors and persuading them to vote and trying to encourage them to vote for your candidate.
So my point would be, I think there's always value in skepticism. We want to hold government accountable, and skepticism is what does it. With that said, before anyone accuses anyone else of widespread fraud or anything like that, be very careful and examine the facts closely. I think almost always, I do mean not always, but almost always, you'll see that the elections are pretty well run.
The Secretary of State Williams suggests if you, as a voter, wants to get a real up-close look at democracy in action, sign up to be a poll watcher in Colorado. If you do this year, we want to hear your impressions. You can get our attention on social media with the hashtag HeyNext.